Hey everyone, it's Marnie Greenberg. Welcome to my free live stream, Delete Financial Stress and Pain on the Spot. If you are not making, attracting, and receiving the money you deserve, this stream is for you. It's all about strengthening you for financial abundance. This is based on my #1 international best-selling book, Delete Stress and Pain on the Spot. I'm here today to put my book into action for you. So thank you so much to all my friends all around the world who are joining me today here. I know some of you are new, some of you have been with me for years. So it doesn't matter if you don't know anything about me, if you're totally new, this is for you. I just want you to be open and feel the energy moving here today live. It's Tuesday, March 6th. It's 5 p.m. Pacific time, and you are listening live. This isn't pre-recorded. And if it's past March 6th, you will still benefit from listening to the replay recording. But I just want to point out, if you are new, be sure to come on over to my website, marniegreenberg.com, enter your name and email so that you can be part of all my free upcoming events and programs. I have a lot more coming your way. I do this monthly. And also, if you are on Facebook Live right now, make sure to like me so that you can be notified real time in the future when I go live. So yes, we are here live. Be sure to also comment. Let me know you're here. If you're here live on the webinar, I can see your name. And I direct you specific strengthening. So yes, I can see you. I see your name. And if you're on Facebook, I see you, your name. I read all the comments even after. And I continue to process this. So it's real-time energy. You're going to be feeling shifts in your body. It's all about me taking live callers and really demonstrating this and deleting your financial problems on the spot. So I want you to ask yourself right now, if your financial, if your career, think about your career right now. What is it that you do for a living? Think about your finances and ask yourself, is your finances stressing you out? Do you have any of the following problems? So take a moment, tune in to your physical body, take a nice deep breath in, and just take some inventory on how you are feeling on all levels. So we're going to start physically. How you're feeling. So do you have any back pain, neck pain? Do you have headaches that come and go? Do you have any heart problems or respiratory problems? Maybe you feel fatigue or depression, or maybe it's ulcers. Whatever it is you are feeling physically, just take notice of that for a moment. Now, I want to point out that your physical pain can be related to your finances. Not always, but many times people come to me with sciatica pain or hip pain or numbing in their body or tingling in their body or respiratory problems. And I ask them, what's going on with your finances? And many times it is related. And so you'll see that demonstrated here today on the stream. Now, I also want you to pay attention to how you feel mentally, how you feel emotionally. So when you think about your finances, when you think about your career, take a moment and again, sense your emotions, sense mentally where you at. Are you unemployed? Are you unable to pay off loans? Maybe you've just gone through a divorce. Maybe you feel overwhelmed with your finances or your career. Maybe you're working really hard, or maybe you feel like you're working too hard to achieve success. So where is it that you're at? Financial stress can also cause pain in your relationships, and maybe you're struggling with that. Maybe you're fighting or arguing about money. Maybe you have poor money management. Maybe you're stuck in a low-income job. Some of you have trouble. Maybe you're in the position where you want to sell your house and you can't. So there's so many different areas, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, that can affect us. So I just want you to perceive where it is you're at, and whatever it is that's bothering or affecting you, it's my job to delete that on the spot here today on the stream. So call in. I'm going to be unmuting callers, and I also want you to know that whatever callers that I take, I want you to know that this isn't limited to one-on-one results. So if you resonate with any of the callers' problems, you will feel those changes in your physical body as well, because what applies to them will also apply to you. And that's how this is designed. But overall, I will be strengthening everyone for specific areas like financial insight, financial confidence, financial abundance with ease. When discord in your finances occurs, almost everyone uses their conscious mind and its logical thinking first to identify what the problem is and then to find a solution for it. This process is used in professional counseling, self-help books, and so on. And the problem is that your conscious mind misleads you, blindsides you. The problem itself is never what you think it is. So if you consciously knew what your problem was, you wouldn't have it in the first place. presently you're actually misinterpreting what's really affecting you with your finances. So this stream is all about deleting your mind, activating your physical intelligence so that you can truly identify the causes, reasons, and sources of your financial stress and deleting them on the spot so that it no longer affects you. So again, I want to point out that our thoughts, our emotions about our finances affect our physical bodies. Your mind affects your body. Financial stress can cause pain and difficulty. So when you call in, I'm going to ask you not only what financial problems you would like deleted, but also what physical pain you're experiencing. And I'm going to show you how that correlates. And I'm going to demonstrate this live because for me, it's all about achieving results for you. I'm not here to lecture or teach you or whatnot. I want to show you what's possible. I want to get you results because there's a lot of people lecturing and telling you what they think is possible. And I know this is possible. And I want to do it really quickly for you so that there's no talking about it. There's no thinking about it. There's no worrying about it. It's just gone on the spot. And you move forward now in this present moment with strength, knowing that anything and everything is possible. I know that. But, you have to delete the disbelief that it's impossible. And that's what I'm going to do for you on this stream. And it's all about being strong to financial abundance. So a lot of people say, well, Marnie, what is it that you're doing? Is this some kind of magic? Well, no, deletion is nothing magical and it's nothing mystical. It's a switch. It's hardwired to your internal computer. So when I say deletion actually consists of 8 components. It's eliminate, set free, make independent, release, protect, forgive, and forget, unconditional love. And that's what I'm demonstrating. It's one button. And I always tell people, you got to get one thing, and that's hitting your delete key so that nothing bothers, disturbs, annoys, or troubles you. And we all have this delete key. We all can do this. But to really get good at it, you have to delete your mind. So right now, I want you to place your attention on your midline, and I'm deleting everyone's mind. I'm activating your higher knowing, your higher intelligence, and I'm connecting you to the universal intelligence. So let's bring in the universal intelligent energy. I'm strengthening everyone just to be open and receptive. So with your attention in your heart center, just say this to yourself: I am open and receptive, so that you're strong to receiving this energy that I'm going to be transmitting right now. And I'm bringing in this energy from the universal intelligence that's going to shift you on the spot. And the universe orchestrates this group. So like I said earlier on the call, that as I speak to live callers, this is in the greater good for everyone listening. So everyone on this stream will benefit. So again, simply pay attention to how you're feeling. If you have any logistical questions, you can send us an email at info@marniegreenberg.com. So, okay, I will take my first live caller.
All right. Marnie, we have Karen on the line. Karen, you're on live with Marnie.
Hi, Karen. How are you?
I'm excited that you're taking my call. Thank you.
I'm excited you're here, Karen. So first I'd like to ask you, do you have any problems financially? And second, do you feel any physical pain in your body?
Yes and yes.
Okay, so please share with everyone.
Which am I answering first?
Okay, so what financial problems are you experiencing right now in your life?
Well, there seems to be more bills than there is money.
Okay, so, and then what physical pain do you feel in your body right now?
Physical pain is right jaw pain since September.
Okay.
It just came on, like eating breakfast, all of a sudden, oh my God. So I can't open my mouth all the way, and when I yawn, I almost have to stop it because it's so painful. Okay,
so I'm going to, right now, I'm going to process this for you. So you said that you have problems paying your bills, and there's more money that seems to be going out than coming in. So The flow of your financial stream is off. So I'm strengthening you right now to your financial flow. But at the same time, when I tune into your mouth, right when you said that, I get this sensation as though it's like something that you can't really bite into. And there's something in your life that's hard. This like the saying, like, you can't really chew on that. Like, it's hard. So your mental state, it's really your mind that's affecting your jaw. And there's things in your life that you find difficult to actually like bite into. And going back to September, there was actually a trigger there at that time that triggered something much earlier in your life. And when I feel your finances, it's more relationships than it is finances. So you think it's financial, but it's more the relationships. And I'm also feeling a weakness in your stomach and in your intestines. So I'm strengthening your central nervous system to your intestines. And it's like your emotions get stuck in your intestines, and I'm strengthening, deleting, and resetting your mind, body, spirit, your thinking awareness, and your perception. And I'm deleting that root cause that I'm feeling that's locked in your jaw area. So right now, do you feel a shift in your jaw?
Let me see. Yes, it's definitely easier, and something in my back popped too when you were doing all that.
It popped. It's kind of like an adjustment, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the energy is moving, but there's another weakness. I'm going to push the envelope here and strengthen even more. So you have an opening and closing weakness in your mouth. When you open your mouth, that's weak, and when you close your mouth, and it's almost like it reminds me of like your bank account. So it's like the money goes in, but it's hard to let the money out. When you think about paying out money out, what comes to you? Paying bills. That's difficult, right?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that flow is like the opening and closing that correlates. Okay, so I'm going to delete the reason there's stagnation. So allowing money to come to you is also a weakness. So I just corrected it. So I want you first to test it, and then I'm going to go further and explain what I did. So if you open and close your mouth, is there a change there? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so you can open it wider without pain, correct?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so let me explain what happened. So I want you to also tell me what it is you do for work, because there's a weakness there.
Well, most of it right now, I take care of my 93-year-old mom.
Okay, so that's a problem, because
Yes, I know.
and I know you gotta love your mom. I know we all love our moms, but when you think, and I know there's a lot of listeners who probably can relate to this, but when you think of your mom, there's a lot of pressure there. There's grief, there's anxiety, and there's fear. And what's happening is there's a struggle there because you're taking on a lot of her emotions, and she has a lot of fear, and she has a fear of the future. She has a fear that her stability is weak, the fear that she can't take care of herself, and that she's lost her independence. And
right on.
And so because of that, you're internalizing that and taking and those thoughts and emotions, you're actually storing. And it got worse in September, and I'm deleting the reason why, and I'm deleting the causes, but I want to make it easier so that when you take care of her, the karma's been deleted, the negative emotions and experiences, and the cumulative effect that's built up. This has been over years, and this goes back to even when you were little. I mean, this goes back to when you were 6 years old even, and the effect, and that goes back, and then I feel your father at that time, and it really ties into relationships because of their relationship. So there's multiple weaknesses. It would take me like a half an hour to tell you everything that I could do in like 2 seconds of deletion. So what I want to do is just delete it so that it no longer affects you, because their relationship affected you, how she was mad at him, and there's a lot of buildup there, and that affected your relationships, and that affected your finances, and that affected. So the bottom line is I just want to make sure that you can open and close your mouth without pain. And when you think about your finances, that you feel a change there, because that's what this is all about.
Yes, everything feels better.
It feels better. Okay, so,
Yeah.
and that's something that, it's relatively easy. So how do you feel from that? Would you like to share with our audience? Like, any thoughts come to you during this process?
You were absolutely right on about all the mom and dad stuff, and especially the mom. And it definitely makes sense to me I knew it was tied in with money somehow, but it really helped clarify everything for me.
Okay, so now when you actually spend time with her and you take care of her, it'll feel totally different to you. So what I want, and that's kind of challenging to put into words, but what I want you to do is send me an email in a few days, let this process, and I'd love for you to send me an email how that's changed for you. And when I read it, I'll process it more for you, because you will feel totally different, like it's so much easier. They'll just I feel this lightness that came over you because those same emotions, thoughts, and experiences no longer affect you. And the proof of that is that you were storing it in your mouth, but and your money, your finances will also be different. the flow of your finances and spending money and paying bills, there's going to be a different energy there now, and you'll feel different about it. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does, and I am so grateful. Thank you, Marnie. Thank you.
So thanks, Karen. You're so open and so receptive. I'm glad I got rid of your mouth pain, and now you can eat and open and close your mouth and not have to worry about any of that.
Hallelujah.
Okay. So thanks, Karen, and keep me posted on your success.
I will. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for coming on. Okay, so I'm going to keep on demonstrating how fast this is. So we'll take another live caller.
Okay. Marnie, we have Shirley on the line.
Hi.
Shirley, you're on live with Marnie.
Hi, Marnie. Thank you for taking my call.
Hi, Shirley. I'm glad you're here today. So would you like to share with us any kind of financial problems that you're experiencing in your life?
Yes, I am. Well, I don't have much money coming in at all. I lost my really good job in 2003, and I was a massage therapist, and I was working. I did this and that and the other thing. I ended up selling my house because I was afraid I was going to lose it, and I've never quite gotten on my feet yet with my finances.
Okay, and what are you doing now for work?
Well, not actually. I studied the Yuen Method years ago, and I'm pretty good at it, but I just am very weak in the marketing end of things.
Okay, and what is it that you want to do? Do you want to what is it what feels good to you?
Well, the energy work that I do is, I really like it, and people like it when I actually hook up with people.
Okay.
I've had some really great successes, and so I love it. I think it's fun. I just...
Okay, so let's when you're telling me this, there's some fear, and this happens to many practitioners, many therapists. Like, they're so good at getting results at others, but when it comes to themselves, there's some blocks, and that's
Yes.
totally normal, because the hardest person to work on is yourself. And so
Yes.
what I want to do is I want to strengthen you for your own insight, because you are very talented and you are very good at helping others. And so when it comes to you and your finances, though, there's a struggle there, and so what I'm doing is I'm strengthening your feeling and your perception and your intuition so that your insight's really strong with yourself. And so why is that blocked? Well, there's some fear there, and there's some grief, and there's grief of loss. And so what's really happening is you inherited, and as I say this, I'm going to ask you one more question before I continue processing this. Do you have any physical pain in your body right now?
You know, I don't have pain, but I have a skin problem.
And what?
I have 4 spots on my skin that a dermatologist said was basal cell.
Okay, and where are those spots?
2 on my back, 1 on my face. Well, actually 3 on my back, because 1's kind of on my shoulder, and 1 on my face.
Okay, and how long have you had them?
A few years. I'm treating them not by the doctor's wishes.
Okay, and how are you treating them?
I'm using eggplant and apple cider vinegar, and it's actually helping.
Okay, so those spots, when I tune into that, there's spots in your life, and what I'm feeling is you're having difficulty connecting the dots. And so when I say that to you, and when I trace your life, it goes back to when you were 4 years old, and it goes back to, I would say, the external influences. So you were really sensitive to energy, especially as a kid. It was even stronger when you were little. And it's like your boundaries are weak and your dynamics are weak. So I'm strengthening your central nervous system. And that's really coming from the outside. So your skin is your protection. And part of you, on a deeper level, subconscious level, you feel like you lost your protection. And you didn't feel that protected when you were young. And so I'm strengthening, deleting, and resetting those weaknesses of not feeling protected, and not physically, but mentally, emotionally, and energetically. So it's like your boundaries. Does that hit home with you at all?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so I'm strengthening your boundaries, I'm strengthening your dynamics, and I'm strengthening your insight for yourself. And the reason, like I said, that was weak, there's some grief there, and that ties into loss. So when you said, when you mentioned money finances, there's been a lot of losses in your life. And not so much even in this life, but I'm picking up on past lives. I'm picking up on ancestral losses. and your ancestors who lost their homes. And this goes so far back, generations, and it runs mostly with the women who feel like a loss of their own personal power and their financial losses. So I'm deleting the effects of your past so that no longer affects your future, and I'm resetting your mind, your body, your spirit, and I'm resetting your internal computer for strong finances. But it does, like I said, it's not so much finances, it is your own insight with yourself. And that's really, I'm strengthening your central nervous system to the way you see, your eyesight. It's like that's really when you think about your future, when you think about being successful, I'm strengthening, because part of you fears your future, and those thoughts are actually in your eyes, and I'm strengthening and resetting. And I'm also I've
had floaters lately.
Okay, that's fear of the future. A lot of people think they're vision, and I've had people with very serious vision problems, even loss of vision, and a lot of times that is fear of the future. That's fear of your financial future. What you think is very serious eye condition is really your as a financial weakness. So I'm strengthening and deleting so that you feel secure in your future. So right now, I want you to think of your future, and I want you to I'm strengthening my financial insight. I'm strengthening my financial insight. Okay, you feel that? Now you're weak to that. Your body goes weak to that. Your eyes go weak to that. And that's really potent on the female line. It's like your female ancestors that they don't want to see the future for themselves. So I'm strengthening and resetting. I deleted that block for you. So now that you're strong to your financial future and for financial freedom, financial abundance, and just with ease, so that you have no problem connecting to clients. You have no problem accepting money. This is on a totally different level. In fact, so when you think about your boundaries and dynamics now, and that's really I'm strengthening your central nervous system to the 3 layers of your skin, and I'm really directing the energy specifically to those 4 points on your skin that you mentioned, and I'm changing the epidermis and the dermis, and I'm changing the cells in that particular area, and I'm strengthening for regeneration, rejuvenation, and I'm detoxing the cells, your skin. So there's a particular energy that I'm deleting that has to do with protection outside of you externally. So that's no longer there, and I'm speeding up your internal computer for that right now, so that the cellular turnover is much faster, and that like I said, your perception is much faster, and I'm speeding you up to beyond the speed of light. So below the speed of light, at the speed of light, beyond the speed of light. And that triad has to be internally and externally strong, the dynamics. And now that's really strong. So I want you to say that again, what I had you repeat. If you say that to yourself again.
What was it? My financial insight is strong?
Yeah, well, yeah. So I'm deleting all the things in your past and all the forgetting so that it no longer affects you. Now, do you feel neutral with that?
I feel pretty good to it. I have a lot of energy in my chest.
More energy, so your energy increased.
Yeah.
Well, I'm increasing your energy physically. You'll have more energy even after you work on people now. Because when you work on people, some of your energy was drained, and that's because of your external dynamics. So I'm strengthening so that the more people you work on, the more physical energy you'll have, so that it doesn't deplete you. Does that make sense?
Is there a link between, because I'm really, really, really good with people that I don't know, but like my brother was just diagnosed with cancer, and well, that went
back to when you were 6. I felt I already strengthened and deleted that, and I felt that. I didn't articulate it, but that isn't something that just happened. That goes back to what I was mentioning when you were 6, and that affected him. And I would have your brother contact me so that I can work on it. Sometimes it's more challenging. It'll be easier now, but I'll tell you, the most challenging people are 1, yourself, 2, your family and your loved ones.
Yes.
And so, it's always good to, but now it'll be easier for you now.
Okay, if you strengthen him to believe in this, maybe I can get him to call you.
All right, I'll break that down for him. So I'm directing him energy now, and and as I worked on you, I was working on. He got the benefits of what we just did.
Thank you.
So keep me posted. Do you feel better? You feel more energy, but you'll keep me posted on your skin, because that you're strong for having change. Your perception stronger, your insight stronger. So like I said, in a week, send me an email and tell me your insight. The right answer resolves your problem. And now what's important is that your insight is clear and accurate for doing this and applying the method on yourself.
Okay.
So in a week, let me know how that is, and you'll feel a difference.
I will let you know. Thanks.
Okay. Is there anything you'd like to share from this experience?
Well, I mean, I don't know how my finances are going to be, but I feel a lot better about them, and the energy is just amazing.
Okay,
Energy. I mean, you were right. I was very sensitive when I was a kid, and I still am very sensitive. But
now that it won't affect you. That's why, and it's not something that you'll perceive. Well, you could perceive it now, but you're really going to perceive it when you start applying the method on other people, and you'll notice a big difference. Like you're not taking anything on, the energy's going through you, and you're faster, and that's where you want to be.
Do you ever teach any review classes?
Well, my membership is it's if you really want to get good at the method, it's an experience. And so I have a monthly program, and every month you get live strengthening call for an hour on different areas of your life. And it's a process, and you get also self-strengthening and deletion activations that you can apply in yourself every day. And I'll talk more about that at the end of at the end of the call. But it's really, the activations are really good so that you can apply this on yourself and what you're doing. But it's a good way to start your day and end your day. So you clear yourself in the morning, clear yourself at night. And that's really through, the best way to get good at this is to be connected with me forever. It's about, mastery is something, you got to get really good at this. You stay connected to the energy, and you get better and better and faster and faster.
Right. Okay. Thank you. When my finances start really pouring in, I may just sign up.
Well, I'm strengthening you for your finances, and that's going to change because your dynamics changed, your foundation changed, and I changed that for you. That will change your flow of income, and the fear isn't there anymore. So watch out, here you come.
Okay, thank you. I will definitely let you know.
Okay, Shirley, have fun with the method and applying it on people.
I will, thanks.
Okay, we'll take another live caller.
Okay, let's see. Lauren, we have Lauren on the line. Lauren, you're on live with Marnie.
Great. Can you hear me?
Hi, Lauren. How are you? I can hear you loud and clear. So thanks for being here today.
Oh, my God. I'm so excited. I'm in Australia.
I hear you. I hear your accent. We have people from all over the world, and I love Australians, so thank you. And it's, what time is it over there? It's a whole...
It's my lunchtime at work. It's like 12:30.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for being here. What do you do for a living? You said it's your lunch break, so you're at work?
I do business-to-business telemarketing, appointment setting.
Okay. And so how do you like it? Do you have any financial problems right now?
Yeah, I've had a lifetime of financial stuff-ups. So anyway.
What bothers you the most when you think about your finances?
Sorry?
What bothers you the most when you think about your finances?
Well, I am nearing an age where I would really like to have retired already, and at least be able to reduce my work days maybe to 4 or even down to 3 days.
Okay.
In the next year or so.
Okay.
So I've been doing a little bit of trying to do some investing lately, and I've actually lost money on that.
All right. Well, I'm feeling as you're telling me this, I'm feeling your respiratory system, and I'm actually strengthening your lungs. When you talk about money and you think about money, there's a weakness. And as I process this, do you have any physical pain right now?
Not really while I'm sitting down, but I did write down a few things that have been bothering me lately. I can talk about those.
Okay. What kind of physical problems do you have?
Okay. Well, I do. I've had rheumatoid arthritis in the past. I don't currently take any painkillers or medication. I've done a lot of work on that, but it's left me with a lot of disabilities.
Okay.
Which are, I get pain when I walk under my left foot because the bones have sort of dropped down. the metatarsals there. The left ankle's very kind of...
Okay, let's change that.
Okay.
So your left ankle, your left foot, and when you walk. So right now, are you sitting or are you standing?
I'm sitting at the moment.
Okay.
I can stand up.
Okay, so when you stand, do you feel it when you stand? I just want to get a baseline of where you're at.
So if I stand in the one place for a long period of time, it can get quite painful. Walking, it's kind of like having a stone in your shoe.
Okay, no, I sense it. But you feel it right now. I mean, would you notice a change if it went away?
Actually, yeah, that does feel better.
Okay, so I'm as you're when people don't just talk to me. When you talk to me, I'm deleting. So by the time you're done telling me what it is, it's already gone. So that's how I work. So it's not like talk therapy. I'm deleting the causes. And when what's happening in your foot is your foundation. Your feet are your foundation. So if you have something going on in your foot, typically it has something to do with your foundation of your life. For you specifically, it has to do actually with your age, though, and it's the cumulative effect of a lot of negative emotions and experiences, and there seems to be an imbalance between your right foot and your left foot. They're different, so I got to make them even. So there's also your connections are off. So I'm strengthening your central nervous system, and your central nervous system connecting to your feet, it's off. It's like your feet don't connect to your brain, and your brain don't connect to your feet. And so I have to re-strengthen that so that connection is there. So and that's weak because you feel like you've lost a lot of connections. There's a lot of grief. So what I was originally saying was your respiratory system was weak when you talk about money, finances, and I was strengthening your lungs. You don't physically feel that, but it's a referred pain. So I'm strengthening that as well. Just by doing that, do you feel different in your left foot? Does that feel better?
Yes, I'm walking, and it does feel a lot better. Yes.
Okay, what do you still feel? I want to make sure it's 100%. Well, actually, I can.
As I'm walking, I mean, yeah, I can still feel that bone there.
The bone. It's walking forward. So the problem is going forward in life, and the reason you have a going forward weakness was just triggering by going backwards, and every time you go forward, it triggers going backwards. So it's sometimes in your life, and I know a lot of people can relate with it. Like you get to a certain point, and then everything falls through, and then you got to get up. It's like if somebody knocks you down, you got to get back up again and stand on your feet and then start from scratch. And that's happened so many times to you, and then that's getting locked in your foot. And it's a pattern that I'm now deleting and I'm strengthening so that all those times you got knocked down and had to restart from scratch, they no longer affect you. The degree to all the cumulative effect of that, to how that affected you, is like 1,000,000,000%. So I'm deleting that down to 0, minus infinity, up to 100% infinite potential. Not just you, but your mom and your grandmother and all the women who felt the same way. And there's a struggle there. So I'm deleting all the struggle, all the pain, all the suffering, and the fear and the grief associated with it. So, and there's also, okay, so that's just with your foot. So in walking forward, did that change? Yes or no? When you walk forward, do you still feel that? Does it feel the same or different?
It's definitely decreased, yeah.
Okay, so changing is your next weakness. When you change too fast, that's a weakness. And so I'm speeding your central nervous system up. I'm speeding the cells, molecules, atoms, quantum particles in your foot, and for time. So there's a grief there. The thought that you can't decrease your hours at work. There's a grieving there. So I'm deleting a lot of the negative experiences, and the reason why, it ties into your family, it ties into your siblings, and there's a lot of weaknesses, and I don't need to articulate them all. I'm barcoding it and just deleting it so that it no longer affects you. So the thought that it's okay and you're strong to working less. So just say, I'm strong to working less hours.
I'm strong to working less hours.
Okay, you're totally weak to that. Your energy has to support that. So, I mean, positive thinking is great, but if you're weak to it, it's not so good. I mean, it's going to weaken you. So I'm strengthening you so that your energy supports that. I'm deleting the weaknesses to that. And that really ties into your family, your dynamics, your boundaries, and past life experiences. And there's trauma associated with it. So you're actually stronger to working because you fear the opposite. And in past lifetimes, when you retired, it actually symbolizes death. I mean, it's so potent what I'm feeling. So it's like there's a fear to retire. And so it's like your subconscious mind is holding on to working because of that fear, because of that memory. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So delete all, and I want you to state, you're going to feel this right now in your foot. I delete all the trauma associated with retiring.
I delete all the trauma associated with retiring.
Okay, now as you say that, I deleted the cumulative effect from this life, past life, and all ancestors and all collective experiences that were trapped in your heart and your lungs and your foot. And now I'm strengthening your foundation so that now if something knocks you down, it's not going to affect you at all. Like you'll be so strong to it. Like the foundation of your house, like if that's strong and a strong storm comes, it doesn't, destroy your home. That's like how your foundation with your feet. So now say that again to yourself.
I can't remember what I had to say.
You can't remember because it's gone. I'm strong to retiring. When you say that, I'm strong to retiring. Does that feel good to you? Yeah. Now that feels stronger. Now I want you to say able. I'm able to retire.
I'm able to retire.
Willing.
Ready.
Deserving. Worthy. Expected. Reality. On the spot. Okay, when you said that, I was deleting anything that could possibly be weakening you from experts, ancestors, collective influences, your education, religion, cultural, family, yourself, any misinformation at all. And I'm really strengthening you for that. And so does that feel strong to you? You're open and you're receptive to this, which is really good. So you know that something's happening, right?
Oh, something's definitely happening. I'm feeling a bit queer, but that's okay.
So when you think about it, just start walking forward. Do you feel a shift there in your foot?
I've been walking the whole time you've been speaking.
And it's changed?
Yeah, it's definitely decreased. I guess there's a bit of a mental block as to how much can be done because, there is an actual physical bone there that's like dropped down, or two bones really.
Well, we can regenerate the bone.
Yeah, let's please do that.
So I did that already, and I'm strengthening your central nervous system to that. But a lot of times, what you think is actually regenerating a bone, and physical, it's non-physical. So
okay. Sure.
So is that, and that will get stronger as you process it. And the more you do this, that's just the pain is going away and you're feeling better. And just in a few minutes, you see what's possible. But the more that you do this, the stronger and stronger you get. Sometimes it's 3 or 4 deletions and sometimes it's thousands of deletions, but it's fast, and it's, you could have this and continue to get worse. What you want to do is stop it in its tracks and strengthen for regeneration, rejuvenation, and start strengthening it every day, not just, this isn't something that you just do once,
No.
So what I recommend is actually joining my membership so that you can have self-strengthening and deletions to audios you can listen to every month in different areas of your life, and just start strengthening as much as you can, because you are open and you are receptive, and just have tools that you can have and work with on a daily basis, so that you start your day strong, you end your day strong, and you keep deleting, because I feel like this is, you're very open to it.
I'm definitely open. I've been listening to the calls for quite a bit. The rational reason that I'm telling myself about why I can't retire is that I don't have enough money to retire on. But, it's like, but what can there's a whole heap of things I can do to create more money, but I'm just not choosing to do them. There's a certain refusal or something.
Well, you're there. When you think about creativity and opportunities and other streams and other avenues you can take for making money, and I'm strengthening you to that. And so that's a lot stronger than when I first started talking to you. And that creativity, you're feeling your perception and your intuition, I'm strengthening so that that financial insight comes to you. And I'm strengthening you to those opportunities so that you attract those opportunities and that you take action on those new opportunities. Because there's other opportunities that are going to come your way now, and you're going to clearly be able to see them and most important, take action on them. Think about opportunities coming to you and taking action on that. Does that feel stronger to you?
Yes, it does.
There was stuckness there that just deleted. There's like a karma of being stuck where you're at and not being able to change it. So I'm strengthening you for changing. I deleted karma that's associated with that, and I'm opening up the flow of energy so that you feel deserving and worthy. And again, most important, your insight and taking action on that insight. And now you will feel a change. And that's why I say send me an email in a week. And then I always share that with everyone, because some things, as this process is, you will take action in new ways, new opportunities, new actions. And because of what just happened today. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I actually feel kind of much lighter and really excited about the possibilities now.
Okay, good. And when you think about your creativity and those opportunities, does that feel more possible to you?
Yeah, it feels really exciting.
Different. The only block is in your mind, and you got to delete those blocks in your mind. And it's really about when you delete your mind and activate your physical intelligence, and you connect that to the universal intelligence, and that energy is strong. Those opportunities come to you with ease, and you take action automatically, not because you're thinking about what action to take. It naturally happens, just like drinking water.
Fantastic.
So keep me posted on your success, and I'm glad you're walking with more ease now. And there is more to go, though. So I would definitely continue listening and continue processing and stay close to this.
Thank you so much, Marnie. I very much appreciate everything that you do, and thank you for taking my call today.
All right. Well, thank you, and I wish you the best big energy hug to you.
Thanks.
So with that said, I'd like everybody listening to the stream, you see what's possible in just a few minutes, and everyone has different issues. Not everyone is the same. We all have our unique set of weaknesses. And so what's important, as you see, is activating your financial insight, your feeling, your perception, your intuition, and deleting those blocks in your life to the insight so that you connect to those opportunities with ease. And it's really about, when you think about, I'd like you to think right now about your finances again, and think about your financial freedom. Think about earning more money. Think about what it is that you want. And I want you to repeat to yourself, I'm financially abundant. I'm financially abundant, strong, 100% infinite potential. And so you have to have the strength behind that and really feel able, willing, and ready, deserving, worthy, expect it, reality on the spot, and be strong to that. And it's so basic that we miss it. And just by deleting the blocks to that, things start to open up in your life. Money starts to flow, and different opportunities come to you. And with that said, I do have self-strengthening and deletions that are very helpful, that are a great tool to use on a day-to-day basis. Because what's really important is that you're able to, people say, how do you do this? Teach me how to do this. Well, if you like this stream and you can see what's possible in just a few minutes, you'll really enjoy my self-strengthening and deletion membership. It's a new private group to stay healthy, wealthy, and happy on a consistent basis. And the next call, for those of you who have specific financial problems, the next call that's coming up soon is on financial stress, financial success, turning all your financial stress into financial success. And what comes with that, most importantly, is that you can submit your financial problem to me in the membership area. And every month it's on a different topic. Like I said, this month happens to be on finances. And what's really great about that is that you get a live strengthening call, which is an hour call and it includes your specific issue. So I direct you specific. Everybody has unique weaknesses. Not every two people are the same. So I uniquely strengthen your central nervous system so that your blocks are just wiped out. It's not general. This is very specific. And so you can carry, as you see, different thoughts and emotions that are stored in different parts of your body. And you have to direct the chi, the energy, specifically to where it's needed and go back to what caused those thoughts and emotions, and you have to identify it specifically and delete it. So I do that for you, and then I also give you tools that you can use, like PDFs that explain all the principles if you want to learn this, and also self-strengthening and deletion activations so that you can listen to the audios and apply it on yourself, strengthen your own insight, your feeling, your perception, your intuition. So every month I go live with a strengthening and deletion call with my monthly members. The goal is to keep you strongly neutral, where your mind is out of your way, your physical intelligence is connected to the universal intelligence, so that you have the answers to every area of your life. So it's all about achieving abundance all year with everything in your life. And so as you saw on this call, what you think is physical pain is really sometimes financial. What financial pain sometimes is really physical. Sometimes it can be relationships. It can be your dynamics that are weak, your boundaries. There's so many things in this universe, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, that affect us that you know, it's not just about one deletion. I mean, it's great to come on my free streams and it's a demonstration to show you what's possible. But what's more important is to stay connected to this energy and have tools to be able to do this and apply this on yourself on a regular basis. So, you know, ask yourself, what would your life look like if you had more success, if those opportunities came to you, if you had more freedom in your life, you know? And you also have to ask yourself the question, like, what is your pain costing you? How much time, money, and aggravation? So you really have to delete those blocks, because if you don't do this, if you don't do something, then it's just going to, by default, you get worse and it accumulates. You know, you don't just wake up one day and you have heart problems or back problems. I mean, you think it comes out of nowhere, but in reality, it's accumulated over so much time. Then bam, one day you wake up and you have it, or one day you're walking somewhere and something bad happens or something, and you wonder, like, why did this happen to me? And you got it, your body is screaming at you. If you have something physical going on in your life, like a physical pain, your body's talking to you, and you have to get those answers. And when you get the right answer, that goes away on the spot. It's like, so you have to get good at communicating with your pain. And how do you do that? You have to delete your mind. Well, how do you delete your mind? I give you tools to use. At first, I do it for you and apply this on you every month for an hour. So it's like I'm doing it for you. And then I give you tools, activations that you can listen to so that you can apply it on yourself. Because you have to get good at hitting the delete key. You have to delete your mind, activate your physical intelligence so that your insight stays clear. And that's part of what this program is. By connecting with me every month, you know, making improvements in your life should never stop. And that's like, so you take out the garbage in your house on a weekly basis. Every day you're cleaning your house so it doesn't accumulate, you know, and that's what's really important in your body. So you have to delete those negative emotions, negative experiences, and all the stuff that's no longer serves your highest good, and delete it. So this program is designed for that. So you can come on over to MarnieGreenberg.com. You can either click on the programs. If you're on the webinar, you can click the chat box. If you're on Facebook, you can go ahead and click the links. All the information is there for you. But again, there's three powerful components combined to really maximize results. And that's the guided self-strengthening and deletion activation, and also the 1 hour group strengthening and deletion call. And it's really designed to maximize results for you on a regular basis. So you may have some questions about this, like what happens after you enroll and if you can't be live on the calls. So all the information you need is on that page. So after you enroll, you can log into the membership area, and that's where all the information is. All the calls are available 24/7, and if it's no problem, if you can't be on the calls live, you know, we have people from all over the world that participate, so it's in all different time zones. But the calls, it doesn't matter whether you're live or not. The calls are just as effective when you listen to them the next day. In fact, I include you in them real time. So even if you're sleeping during the time of the calls, this is being applied on you, so you will feel it real time, and you'll get all the benefits again from the replays. And you can cancel at any time. So if you're not sure this program is right for you, there's tons of success stories on my website. You can, click on success stories. You can read the success stories on the page. And for those of you, there's many of you who, send emails that you want to dive deeper than just the membership. So if you want a deeper dive experience with your finances, you can join me for a personalized coaching program. So you can see that if you come to my website, click on programs, or click the links here on the page. It'll tell you all about the personalized coaching program that comes with 2 50-minute consultations, but spots are very limited for that. So if you're interested, do click the links now. I book very far in advance for that. But that package is designed to really ensure fulfillment and harmony, success, and neutrality. And again, you get all the PDFs explaining all the material and all the principles. You get guided self-strengthening and deletions on very specific areas of your life, and you get all the calls that are compromised the original program, and you get the 2 consultations with me, which is a really deep dive experience for your specific needs. So wherever it is you're at, if you have any questions, again, you can always send an email, info@marniegreenberg.com, info@marniegreenberg.com. We get hundreds of emails daily from people from all over the world. And thank you to those people that were on the last live stream that sent in success stories and all the changes you're experienced. It just completely blows my mind as well. Amazing. So I'm really glad to be here today with you and share this, and I hope, just from listening, everyone is feeling stronger. But it's just a demonstration of what's possible. So I invite you to my membership or my program to just dive deeper with me and continue the process. Strengthening and deletion is really where it's at. If you want the shortcut, save you a lot of time, money, and aggravation, this is it. Like I said, you got to get good at hitting the delete key, and you got to get good at rerouting as fast as possible and really strengthening for the right financial decisions and choices and actions in your life with ease. And I want that for you. I want you to feel strongly in charge of your finances, strongly in your financial power. And so again, I give everyone a big energy hug, and stay strong, stay in charge of your finances, and I'm sending you that strong financial abundant energy. So thank you everyone for joining. Again, if you have any questions at all, send us an email at info@marniegreenberg.com. So I'm directing everyone the strength right now. You'll feel me. Again, big hugs, and until next time, stay strongly neutral, and I look forward to connecting with you in the membership on the next call. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.